Beloved Masters, are you ready to take the next leap in evolutionary consciousness as you strive to reintegrate the multiple facets of your divine self? Are you willing to release those thought patterns, possessions, and relationships that no longer serve the greatest good? As a participant in the grand drama of life you are in the midst of, you have assumed many roles and played many parts. It is our greatest desire to assist you in clearing away the distorted illusions of life, as you learn to focus on what is permanent and lasting, and that which is vital to your overall well-being. Let us review a few of the many roles you have played over the years, and especially those you are presently caught up in. The role of a child or parent. A child is innocent, filled with wonder, and excited by all the myriad possibilities the world and life has to offer. A child is like an empty vessel just waiting to be filled with knowledge, skills, and awareness of the laws and workings of the world. A child is also vulnerable and looks for guidance and safe boundaries from those around them who seem to be wiser and stronger. It takes time for a child to learn right from wrong and the rules of cause and effect. A child is dependent on those around them to set a good example, and to firmly but lovingly guide them on the path toward self-sufficiency. Many of the truths that are forced upon a child haunt them throughout their lifetime and even beyond if they cannot release or transform them into higher and more empowering truths. Your parents play or played a specific role in your life, presenting to you those things you most need to be aware of, overcome, strengthen, or need to forgive and release. Your lessons and experiences have been or are being presented to you in both positive and negative ways, depending on the energies each of you carry and present to each other. Have you integrated the best your parents have or had to offer, or are you perpetuating the negative examples they have presented to you? You may have to search deep within, but we assure you, your parents and your children have gifted or are gifting you with many gems of wisdom, love, and inspiration if you seek deeply enough. Each of you willingly assumed a role, positive or negative, so that you all may evolve and grow in wisdom and strength and awareness. Assume the viewpoint of a child, if you will, and attempt to rise above the everyday interactions and drama of your roles with both your parents and, if you have them, with your own children as you view them from our vantage point. Be honest in your assessment, for it will serve to enlighten you as to the steps you need to take in order to attain self-mastery and empowerment. Do you take responsibility for your actions or do you become angry, make excuses, or deny your mistakes and shortcomings? Do you endeavor to fulfill your duties and obligations in a timely and appropriate manner with a joyful attitude? Do you resent your responsibilities and see them as a burden instead of an opportunity to support and serve those around you? Do you express your appreciation to those who serve you in return? Do you still believe that in order for you to be right, someone else must be wrong? How often do you fall into the role of childish, irresponsible behavior? Are you still acting or interacting in some old conditioned childish ways? Are you willing to let go of the painful experiences of the past, and assume the strengths and wisdom your parents have portrayed to you? Are you willing to allow your children to follow their own path, to be different, and not become that which you wish them to be? Each soul is unique and must be given an opportunity to express themselves in their own individualized way. It is your role to nurture, guide and direct, to give counsel, and to protect them as they slowly step into each new phase of life. Through good example and gentle guidance, and by gradually relinquishing control, you will assist your children to fulfill their potential and become aware, responsible adults. You must also allow them to make mistakes and experience the consequences of their actions. If you were not given that loving support, think of how much sooner you would have become an aware adult if you had, and how much easier your life would have been. It is a gift beyond compare. Have you learned to set boundaries, clearly state the guidelines in which you intend to operate and what you expect from those around you? All must know the rules of the game of life, and the rewards and the consequences must be clearly spelled out. Each member should understand their responsibilities and the duties they are to perform for the welfare of all, and the benefits and restrictions should be clearly outlined as well. Have you ever considered having a family board meeting whereby each member can state their concerns, seek guidance, make objective suggestions and also help in making decisions that affect the family group? Responsibility is learned one small action and thought at a time. Adulthood does not automatically instill responsibility and compassionate action. It is appropriate and desired to be light of heart, and carefree in spirit. However, it is important that each person learn at an early age that they are an integral part of a vaster whole. They should be made aware that they will be bestowed with many gifts and benefits from those around them. However, they must also make a contribution, however small, as well as learn to be responsible for their actions. The rules of cause and effect, giving and receiving, and the laws of manifestation are universal and should be taught at an early age. How much easier the childhood years would be if this were so.